Hello everybody, this is an intro to divination, how to work at your altar, tools, tricks, mostly how to work with the tarot. So today I am going to show you a little bit of my altar. It's not looking perfect, but that's the way we want it anyway. And I'm going to show you how I work with the tarot. So the things that you're gonna need today are this deck, the Thoth tarot deck. You're gonna need a book of some sort. It can be a small one. It can be a big one. Whatever you want, okay? Because you're gonna want to record these readings. They're helpful because they're helpful to reflect on, okay? And a pen. Okay, those are the main things you're gonna want. If you're working with runes, of course, same thing. The rune bag, the runes, and the Book of Runes by Ralph Bloom. This is my favorite book for the runes. Oh, the last thing you're gonna need is the Tarot Handbook by Angeles Arian. Okay, this is an amazing book. Okay. So, I'm just going to give you a quick little tour of my altar so that you can get an idea of what my altar is like. And from there, I'll show you how to do it. Okay, so this is a quick little view of my altar here. I have my cards. I have a painting that a friend made me. I have an Egyptian goddess. I have my my refuge that I took in Maui when I became a Buddhist. I'm not a hardcore Buddhist, but I believe in a lot of the virtues. A painting I made, some sage. Here is the Tao Te Ching. Here's a book that I like to read in. Here's the I Ching. Sometimes I play with that. But this is what an altar looks like, guys. Okay, I have some books here. This is what it looks like. Okay, I thought maybe this shot would be kind of cool because you can kind of see what I'm doing here. Here we have the Thoth Tarot, okay? I want you guys to get comfortable with these cards, okay? These are with the energy from yourself and your body that you put into these cards is what the cards will reveal to you, okay? It is an extension of yourself. It is your subconscious. And when you are mixing them, the most important thing is that you have intention. So you want to try to clear your mind while you're mixing them, open to receive, and focus on whatever. Even if you don't even have a specific question, allow yourself to be present in the moment and working through whatever it is that you are working through. So I'm going to do that right now. This is I'm Italian, and this angle's kind of weird, but whatever. I'm Italian, and this, I come from a family of gamblers, so I know how to really mix cards really well. But it's like the one thing my Italian grandma taught me. But you can mix them however you want. You can mix them like that. You can mix them like this. You can just, mix them the best that you can, but try to get comfortable with them. Try to become one with them, try to get into their energy, We want to take ourselves and get quiet with the self. Get clear about our intention. And then from there, mix the cards and put our energy into the cards. Okay, I'm gonna mix them 3 more times. sometimes I just hold the cards like in my hand and I just kind of open. I'll put my hands out and I'll just kind of open. And then you kind of want to have like an internal, it's all about your own internal feeling of things, like how you feel, internally feel about it and when you're ready. You can kind of get a sense. You get a sense with the cards, you know? Sometimes I'll be like, okay, 3 more, and then I'll kind of like feel into the cards. I'm like, no, 1 more. All right, that feels ready to me. And then you want to cut the cards. You can cut them just a simple 1 cut, which is what I'm going to do because that was really easy. Or you could do like 2 cuts and then pick one of the piles and stack them back up. Whatever you feel, okay? So in the back of the book, the Tarot Handbook, there's a bunch of different ways to do certain different, you can do all different kinds of spreads. Since we're starting out and this is just to beginners, I wouldn't do more than 4 cards. The traditional spread, if you're really, really in the mood, is called the Celtic Cross. And I'll show you what that looks like. But for true practical purposes, the Celtic Cross is kind of a lot, and it takes a lot to process, and sometimes it takes a while to really work through the energies. For just right now, let's just do a simple 3-card spread. So I'm going to pull 1. I'm going to pull another. I'm going to pull another. Wow, these are all major arcana cards. Sometimes I vacillate between pulling 3 or 4. You know, sometimes, because 3 is a sacred number, you know, it's like 3, 6, 9, 9's the number of completion. But then sometimes I like 4 because it's like north, south, east, west. And today I'm feeling 4. So I'm going to pull a 4th. Okay. Now, what did I get? Let's look at this. Okay, so this is the spread I got, you guys. I pulled the Lovers first. Second, I pulled the Devil. Don't be afraid. The Devil actually is a good card. And then I pulled the Emperor. If I had just done a simple 3-card spread, that would have been what I've gotten. Those are all major arcana cards, okay? The 3-card spread, you can see any which way. Past, present, future. You know, I don't really like to look at things in terms of time, because time's not really linear. So I just kind of go with what my gut is telling me. In terms of today, I felt like I wanted to do, this is kind of like, for me, I like to do the 4-card spread, which is super conscious, subconscious, past, future. But they all blend together. North, south, west, east, however you want to look at it. This is kind of cool because I kind of had a rough day because I had to, well, it wasn't rough, but it was kind of intense. I had to take a friend of mine who's homeless and schizophrenic to go pick up his dog from the shelter where the police took it away. So I had a rough day. I mean, it's not, his life's way more rough, but I was sad and I had to process that. So it's kind of cool to see what's going on with me right now and to like really look. It's just a gauge. Tarot is just a gauge of where you're at. And sometimes you don't even know. And sometimes it's just such a helpful way to look and see what you're maybe not seeing because you're too inside of it. You know what I mean? So let's look into this. So the first card I got was the Lovers. I love this card. It represents Gemini. So on the bottom of each of these cards, you can see these are major arcana. The first 21 cards of the tarot are all called major arcana cards. Those are powerful cards. The rest are, you know, it's modeled after the, you know, the deck that we use to play card games is similar to the tarot. But there's differences. But the major arcana are very, very, very powerful. So the Lovers is a Gemini card. It's ruled by the number 6. I'm going to access my Tarot Handbook right here. I'm going to show you one little cool little trick. So you go into the beginning You know, I've been doing tarot for so long, but I still like to read. I still like to read what they say. I still like to hear what it has to say. The principle of art and craft of relationship, the journey of the twins. Hey. So here you go through all of this, right? And you can go really deep. It always has a quote at the top. The value of the personal relationship to all things is that it creates intimacy, and intimacy creates understanding, and understanding creates love. I love that. So, there's a lot of pages in here, right? There's a lot of pages in here. The thing that's really cool that I can show you is if since you're just getting into this book, the Tarot Handbook by Angeles Arian, you're going to want to dig into this. So there's an explanation. Then there's the lovers as lifetime symbols. So in the back of the book, you can look at your lifetime symbol. And if you have a lifetime symbol and it's the lovers, then you want to look that up. The lovers there's also growth symbol. That's in here. The lovers as a visual affirmation and meditative symbol if you feel drawn to it for some reason. Sample affirmations to use while looking at the lover's card. I have inherent people skills. I enjoy working with people of all ages. These are things you can pick and choose what you want here. The lovers as an outer mirror. Other symbols that are aspects of the lovers. Now, I'm going to just show you a quick... The lovers has a lot of information. Okay, the major arcana has a lot of information. I'm going to show you a quick little thing in the back of the book. There's this thing in the back of the book where, because all of the cards are also connected to astrology. So it's Appendix B, Major Arcana Summary. Sometimes it's kind of fun if you want to just get like a condensed version of what these cards are about. I don't always want to do that. Sometimes I really want to work through. Most of the time I really want to work through. But it's just a different perspective that's kind of a faster perspective that's kind of condensed. It's kind of nice, so I'm going to read it. The synthesizer of dualities, polarities, and oppositions. One who has extraordinary gifts of working with people of all ages. Deep understanding, application, and synthesis of the concept of paradox. Polarity and opposition. Relationships are an important focal point for personal growth and development. Committed to the process of unification, desire to balance the giving and receiving aspects of the self. There's an ability to do multi-level thinking and can bring seamlessly different things together and see something new. Good with teamwork. When the person is drawn to this card, it indicates that relationships are at issue. It's a time for expanding and deepening some, while others will be strained and split. So, gifts for working with people. Okay, so that's my central card. That's the first card I pulled. Sometimes you could just pull a card. You could pull one card of the day. You could just meditate on that card, okay? Now, the second card I got, the Devil. Sometimes, you look at that. The first card you got, you're like, okay, I'm going to think about that. Then you start looking at it in respect to all the other cards you got. The Devil. Ooh. It's not scary. Actually, these pictures on here are so cool. They're from, this is the Thoth Tarot, and these were from 1920s. And they're all Art Deco. And, the devil is Pan, so it's the goat. And those are actually balls. It's actually this really virile. There's so many different meanings to these symbols. It goes on, and it's so deep, and it connects to all of human history. So this is the Capricorn. The devil is ruled by Capricorn, though. So let's go. And it's 15, the number 15. So you can do numerology with these. I mean, it goes really, really, really deep. So it's another major arcana card. I'm going to read it real quick. So I showed you the first, you go deep into the handbook. And, you can access it here. Right? But I'm going to go in the back of the book real quick. Just because we're doing a condensed version of this. The Joker, Worker, Stabilizer. One is determined to see things clearly in the external environment and take appropriate action. Gifted in protecting oneself from judgments or viewpoints projected by others. This is the main thing I always get from the Devil card. Because it's Capricorn energy and it's all about Saturnian energy, which is all about boundaries and keeping oneself shielded from the energy and projections of others. The ability to laugh at oneself. Capacity for working hard and playing hard. This is the merry goat, Capricorn, not thrown easily by external reality. Ability to stand steady while working on what bedevils us. So this has been a huge thing for me in my life because my empathy, the things that make me sad, are the things that take me off course. And this is what I've been deeply working on lately. So it's really interesting that I got this card, right? Because that's what I was working with today, was somebody that I care about, that I feel deep empathy for. And you know, when I really went into their energy and really went into their pain, I would feel really, really, really like sad about it, right? So I got the Lover's card, ability to see paradox, work with other people, relationships. And then I have protecting oneself from the energy, right? Laughing, like mirth. That's what Pan represented before religion, right? Devil spelled backward is live, living with humor and having a stable foothold on life. So this is a place of handling life from a place of humor, desire for more stability and grounding, ability to work hard, play hard, and be sensual and sexual. Most important thing, learning to protect oneself from the projections and opinions of others. Okay. This is good. I'm glad I'm doing this right now. So, okay, the third one I got, the Emperor. Bum, 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 bum. This is the number 4. It's the card ruled by Aries, okay? Aries energy. I have an Aries moon. I'm going to show you the Emperor and the main. I don't get the Emperor that often. It's always cool when I do. You'll notice when you start doing tarot, there's just cards that you just go back to that you always seem to get time and time again. The Emperor. These are actually cards that I don't get that often. The Devil I probably get the most, but the Lovers and the Emperor I don't get that much. I usually I get a lot of High Empress I get all the time because that's one of my soul cards. Okay, the Emperor is about leadership, principle of personal power and leadership. So this is the animus, the masculine energy. The Emperor is that Mars, Aries energy. I'm going to read it real quick, tell ya. So, the pioneer, builder, doer, visionary, one who establishes strong foundation and creates what is needed for future generations, a natural father or strongly paternal figure, deep love for travel, adventure, and change. Strong leadership ability, gifted in starting or initiating creative projects. Aries is the ram, the earth father. So, analytical ability to show how one sees things. An eye for what is not working. Gifted critics, writers, artists. When a person is drawn to this card, it indicates a high movement forward, career changes, issues to resolve with father, authority figures, time to demonstrate leadership ability, deal with issues of fatherhood. Interesting. So, how do I interpret this? For me, I think a lot about what, for myself, you know, part of evolving in this world and in this lifetime for me is about starting to own my own masculine energy, and not in the way that's like forceful, dominating, but in a way that's stabilizing, controlled, you know, able to put myself out, not crippled by my empathy, not crippled by my feminine energy, which is super sensitive, right? And it's like, so like, these cards, right? I got the Lovers, the Devil, the Emperor here. These cards are like, you know, you're gifted in working with people. You're learning how to stabilize your energy. And then it's that really powerful masculine energy of the Aries, which is like, continue to push yourself out into the world. Continue to push your energy, your vision, and to be unafraid to do that, right? Let's access the last card. Hello. Let's access the last card that I got. This one is Victory. It's a Wands card. So there's Wands, Pentacles, Cups, and Swords. And they all represent air, earth, fire, water, right? So Wands is fire. So 6 of Wands. So this is a Leo card. Jupiter and Leo. I'm actually going to read the back, I think, because it's spiritual revitalization and expansion. This is a major win, breakthrough, a realization at a very deep level. This is Jupiter and Leo. Expansion and good luck in areas of creativity, insight, and perception. Could be a major breakthrough with expansion with a Leo person. My partner's a Leo. When this card is pulled, it's an indication some major breakthrough has happened in relation to creativity, insight, or perception. Interesting. So let's look at these cards. Let's look at the way they're laid out. Let's think about how this relates to the self. Okay, so here we have the Lover's card, which is relationships, opposing the Victory card. This could be super conscious. This could be subconscious. Super conscious is like higher self. Subconscious is like our shadow, things we don't necessarily see. So there's a connection here. That's why I always sometimes like to do 4. Sometimes. Depends on how I feel. But there's some sort of victory happening in relationships, right? And then here we have this bedevilment of things that maybe bedevil us, that are hard for us, that can take us down, addictions, darkness. But on the flip side, if we learn control and to shield ourselves from the projections, we learn ultimate power. And we can learn how to laugh at ourselves and laugh in the face of darkness, laugh and fit in the face of all those things, and gain a real sense of grounded security and control. That's opposing the Emperor card. This really powerful, visionary, Aries, strong, masculine energy card. So there's something here with this polarization here, which is like getting control of your own emotional realm, and the projections of the world will help you in your own visionary, creative pursuits. So this really, to me, is a very, very powerful and positive reading. And it feels like it is a breakthrough energy. You know, you can kind of see the color scheme is kind of all similar, right? You know, you can see this as past and future. I don't really like to see it. I mean, you can kind of look at it however you want. You can look at it as a spiral, a circle. But I definitely got a message from these. I got a message from this today. And I definitely feel seen. I wasn't necessarily planning on getting such a good reading, but I'm really grateful that I did. So, yeah, I think that says it all. So what I would do also if I was sitting here, is I would probably record this in a book, okay, and study and meditate on it, and it's really helpful. Helpful for me, and I hope it's going to be helpful for you. So thanks for watching, and I hope this will help you in your life. Okay, love you guys.